Hello. Welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, and I'll be taking us through a soul realignment process for the next 30 minutes. Today's session will be on healing that which keeps us from living from a place of openness and joy. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled healing technologies which restructure your creative source grid. It's a channeled energetic field where transformative operations and procedures are enacted for you while you comfortably relax. Through my perception and vocalization of the inner energetic grid, we are opened in ways which allow these technologies to come into our physical reality and enact change on our behalf. Be sure to be in a place where you can lay down and relax deeply to receive the session. If you would like to know more about ways you can receive Pure Soul Alchemy healings, go to www.puresoulalchemy.com. Also, it's a great idea to go back and listen again repeatedly to deepen the effects of the session and take the healing further. Now take some deep breaths and bring into your awareness and into your heart one situation in your life which is difficult or challenging for you right now. Hold it in your heartfelt awareness while you listen in. It will get addressed. Plus, you will receive healing on whatever everyone else who is listening in or who is going to listen in is working on too. I will establish links with our higher selves and our guides and helpers. I'll listen to all of us and then report my impressions of what I hear to the best of my ability. Through reporting, your system and I interpret the information and align our conscious volition to proceed with the recommendations of our guides. Our unified front empowers, strengthens, and amplifies the energetic operations as they are taking place. My energetic system orients itself with the support of my guides to serve as a proxy for the operations on your behalf. This creates an energetic buffer so that you can receive the benefits of the session more fully and in more comfort. If you don't understand some or any of the wording, or even find yourself falling asleep, don't worry. It is most important and of utmost benefit that you relax as deeply as possible to receive the energy transmission of the operations, rather than trying to stay alert and focused on the wording or ascribing any real-time meanings to them. So I've had several healing requests, and I'm going to go ahead and put them into our session. So one person wrote in saying that she has conflict with a coworker. So we're going to work on that. We're going to extend that out and open it up even further for the rest of us, so that we are working on our relationships, our social networks, our family relationships, our partner relationships. Any relationship will be included in that healing clearing today. I have another person who put in chat, send me an email actually, saying she's lost in emotions and pain, and that she's finding herself bottling it up because often others in her surroundings say that they feel it too. So we're going to put that into the session as well. And of course, all of us will receive healing on this. And a young girl, a preteen girl, she's going through a transition in her life, and she'd just like some assistance with that transition as she moves further along into adulthood. Great. We're going to go ahead and begin the Pure Soul Alchemy session at this time. I'm going to start by calling forth all of the Ascended Masters, calling forth all of the Archangels, we're establishing a heart link with our soul star above our head, establishing a heart link with our incarnational star in our abdominal region, and we're establishing a heart link with our earth star below our feet, flowing the microcosmic orbit through and around all of these centers, including our heart centers. Establishing a heart link with our own divine Mother, Father, God essence, with the great I Am presence, connecting in with the elementals, the nature and fairy spirits, the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms, Mother Earth, and all of our higher levels of consciousness and higher councils all the way to Divine Source. Great. So we're going to start by doing a little bit of emotion code clearing. This is where we identify and then pull out via magnet therapy, and of course I'm using my system as a proxy for all of us, any trapped emotions which are getting in the way. So the first one is defensiveness. And this may be a psychological stance, it may be a physiological stance, or a combination of both. And we're clearing it out from wherever it is lodged, any and all levels. Bitterness. Releasing bitterness for us all. Trapped emotion of feeling unsupported, releasing. And stubbornness. Okay, that's as much emotion codes we're going to do for right now. Okay. All right, we're going to do some clear work on a cognitive distortion that may be held by any of us, all of us, some of us, most of us. And then also it may be held by someone who we are connected with. So we also extend this healing out to those who directly affect us, we are affected by. So one thing that's coming up is this cognitive distortion entitled Heaven's Reward Fallacy. We expect our sacrifice and self-denial to pay off as if someone is keeping score, and we feel bitter when the reward doesn't come. So we are releasing this from our system and from the system of others who are connected with us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and work directly on our preteen person and our preteen self, because all of us, get stunted or stuck in time during that difficult transition that we all have gone through when we're finding and journeying our way through into adulthood. We're just going to do some general clearing there to start. We're working on our preteen. This is anywhere between 9 and 16, actually, for all of us. We're working on all of us at that point in our life. Great. So I am here, more sensing shutting down, which may have occurred, or which may be in process of occurring for our preteen person. Great, so we're just clearing on the term shut down. Okay, there's an element. I'm just going to describe what I sense and clear for it. An element of neglect. Okay, and this is both. This is self-neglect, and this is neglect from the adults, our guardians in our surroundings, those who are or were our caregivers. Okay, there's a lot of intensity there, so I'm just going to clear there for a bit. So we're also clearing on our passion. Clearing on our aptitudes for awareness. Our abilities to be in awareness, to stay in awareness, and to move, act, and speak from awareness. Great. So we're clearing there, and we're also going to implement some integration. Okay, we also want to implement some open-hearted responsibility for self-care. And we want to clear out the state of lack in that arena. Areas where we have felt unjustified, either to receive it or to give it to ourselves or to ask for it from others. So we're also going back in time, and we're clearing the home dynamic, the family situation back then, because we can do that. We can go back in time and clear back then. Okay, I'm hearing hold up. So we're going to clear on that, whatever that is referring to. Okay, don't quite understand this, but we're going to clear for it anyway. Inarticulate anchorings. Okay, and that came in from our surroundings. Okay, we're bringing in the Ascended Master or Goddess Lakshmi. And she is addressing on our behalf fearfulness, which got laid in and set in at that time in our lives. Okay, unbridled perspective. I want to reclaim that. And again, we are asking our guide and helper Lakshmi to do that on our behalf, to assist our systems to reclaim that. Okay, and questing. Okay, so we're just opening up the space in terms of our questing. Questing on our own inner self's behalf. And finding and implementing new possibilities from within and from our external world. We are anchoring in the depth of our ascension, opening that up wider, a responsibility interaction. And like I said in the invocation, I'm going to say it again, we are invoking our own divine Mother, Father, God essence. And this is for the purpose of learning to be a strong, coherent, valuable, and valuing parent for ourselves. Yes, so this is going to keep working on us for the next couple of weeks at least. This piece is going to be reorienting for all of us. And this is a good thing. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit, while all of that is in process, we're going to just infuse our beings with the element of respecting ourselves. And really what that is knowing ourselves. Because when we know ourselves, we automatically respect ourselves, we honor our needs, we're honoring of ourselves and others, and we evoke that from others. Naturally, without having to lift a finger. Oh, and universe. Great. So I also channel in Orasoma bottles from time to time, and there's one that's wanting to come in and support all of our processes over the next few weeks to come. And this one is bottle number 10. The numerology is important in these, as well as the names and as well as the colors. It's green over green, and it's called Go Hug a Tree. It has to do with the heart chakra. And I'm just going to read a little bit about it as we are doing the infusion. I create the space that I may do what needs to be done. We are not only installing the vibrational supportive frequency of bottle number 10, we are also installing that wisdom, that knowing into our beings, into our field. I create the space that I may do what needs to be done. Harmony with nature, the possibility of creating a new place, a new space, internally and externally. Truth, direction, the decision maker. Right, so we have bottle number 10, go hug a tree, green over green, and that beautiful affirmation being installed into our field. Right, so we're going to continue doing some, it's somewhere along the lines of reversal, but it's remediation, but we're also reversing the effects of neglect, that which happened as we were developing, transitioning into adulthood. And or any other part in our lives, any other point, could even be current. All right, there's another cognitive distortion that we're going to clear for us today. This one is called overgeneralization. And again, we're clearing this for ourselves. We're also clearing it for others who we are in connection with or in relationship with, or who we were in relationship with. So clearing the cognitive distortion of overgeneralization. We come to a general conclusion based on a single incident or piece of evidence. If something bad happens once, we expect it to happen over and over again. A person may see a single unpleasant event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. This is a good one. So we are clearing on overgeneralization. Clearing it out of our mental field, our cognitive structures, also clearing it out of our psychology, our physiology. Interesting, our relationship with pain. We're also going to install the perspective of neutrality into our relationship with pain. We're also installing the supportive frequencies to assist us to maintain that perspective of neutrality so that it is what it is, and then we can move on and take immediate and appropriate action. Just still sitting with all of these processes as they are still working themselves out. Still working very deeply with bottle number 10, green over green. Okay, there's another piece here that we want to clear for, and this feels very systemic. So it's not the The word is argumentative. So we're going to clear it in whatever way, shape, or form that it manifests, resides, obstructs in each of our systems and in the systems of those who we are in connection with. All right, I don't know what is meant by this holding out backspace. All right, let's just do whatever needs to be done on that. Don't need to understand it, thank goodness, in order to clear it. Okay, this is being done below our conscious awareness. Great, there's a request for higher thriving to occur. And incorporating, okay, this is cool, incorporating trust in our kundalini, our own creative force energy pool. So we are grounding into this, we're stabilizing into this, meeting our needs sufficiently, accurately, and appropriately. Clearing out any discontent which may have been lingering from unresolved, inflamed issues from the past. And then we're also doing some remediation on our voice in conjunction with this process of stabilizing into and grounding into and within our own kundalini, our own life force drive. Great, so we are now closing down the session, creating a containment field all around each of us so that we are protected and held in the light as our systems transform. I want to thank you for joining us for Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. If you would like to know more about ways you can receive Pure Soul Alchemy, go to www.puresoulalchemy.com. And it is a great idea to go back and listen again repeatedly, even daily, to deepen the effects of the session and take the healing further. This is Gabriella. Have a wonderful day.